Hi YouTube, this is Miss Creative 47 coming to you with the video. This video I'm going to show you how to create your own under the sea octopus using 4 260s, 4 160, a 12-inch balloon, and 2 friendly eyeballs balloon as well. So if you would like to learn how to make this, keep watching. Okay, now let's get started. Now what you would need, like I said, we're going to have 4 260 balloons and 4 160, and this wider one right here, if you can see, this is a 260, and you can notice the difference. One is skinnier, this is 160, and this is 260. So you're going to take the 160 and you're going to put it inside the 260. You're just going to like slide it down in there, and because the 160 is a little bit stiffer, you can just slide it perfectly. And if you give it a little problem, if you have like a skinny stick or something that you can use, you can put it inside the 160 and guide it down into the 260. And then once you've done that, you will have to feel around in there. Make sure that your 160 is flat, is not twisted around, because it won't work. You want to make sure it's flat, and you want to feel for it, because you're going to tie this end, not the end where you're going to blow up at, but this end, and you're going to tie the 260 and the 160 together inside itself. So you're going to like grab both of them together. Even though the 160 is inside, you still want to be able to tie it too. And then you just tie it and you stretch it out a little bit, and you get this little tail. Okay, so now we have to blow up the balloon. Now you're just going to blow up the 260 and not the 160. And what you do is you take the 160 and kind of push it off to the side without pulling on it too much. And you take your balloon pump and you stick it inside the 160, but making sure that, you stick it inside the 260, sorry, making sure that the 160 is hanging out a little bit. Okay? And then you just start to pump. And you will notice how it's starting to make that curve. And you keep pumping until the end of it is almost in itself. Okay, and you see this little piece right here, the one that we tied, we're going to fix that. But what I want you to do is let some air out. And then, so you'll be able to tie it. Let a little bit more. And kind of pull on it so you can get enough grip to be able to tie it, wrap it around your finger and tie it. And you're going to tie both of them together. Make sure you tie that 160 that's sticking out with the 260. All right. And I tied that. Now, you see this little tail sticking out? See, this is the part that's going to be tied to the other balloons. This side you don't want sticking out, because this is going to be the tail. So what you're going to do is take your finger and you're going to push it down inside the balloon. And we'll go. And see, now it's gone. Now we have all 4, and I did some ahead of time, so we won't have to go through all that again. Now we get ready to tie these 4 together. We're going to tie the first 2 together. Move this out the way. We're going to tie the first 2 together and tie it twice. Okay. Uh-oh. I think one of my balloons has a hole in it because it's coming out. I don't know which one it is. I think it's this one. Woo, yep, that one. Sorry. Happy birthday. Try not to stretch it. And I think what happened was, uh-oh. Come on, stretch it out. What happened was that I poured on it after I finished tying it, and I shouldn't have did that. All right, I think that one's okay. So I tie these 2 together. And what I'm doing is cutting off some of nozzles off of here because I really don't need them. It's just too many, and then it'd be too many showing. And all I need is just 2 of these to tie. Then I take these, it's like when you make your regular balloons and you make the quads. These is just 260s made into a duplex here and here, and then tie them together to make 260 quads. And what I do is I just wrap it around and tie the 2 together. And then I tie it twice so it won't come apart. But don't tie it too tight. Maybe I do a 3rd one. Okay, now I have inflate my head. And I think this one I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do about 25. So this 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let me check and see. And you can check and see how big you want it. So I believe 25 would be perfect. I'm going to tie this to the octopus leg by wrapping it around on one side. Bring it, I hope you can see, here's the nozzle of the 12-inch balloon, and I'm taking it and going across the bottom of the other balloon and bring it back around up under it again, and then tie it off with one of the nozzles from the 260. And be very careful because sometimes the balloons will pop. All right, now I have my head on, and it is looking good. And you can stretch your legs out if you want to, if you don't want it to be all over the place like this one. I think I want to turn it. Oh, and I forgot to push that in. Let me push that in. All right. All right, now I'm getting ready to add my eyes, and I'm going to use my 2 friendly eyeball balloons, and I'm going to do 1. I'm gonna just do 1 pump for this one. And you want to make sure that you put that knot real close to the balloon part, because you're going to need some of this to stretch over. Now I'm going to tie this one close to it, and then I'm going to take the 2 and tie it together. But make sure when you tie it, you don't tie it real close to the balloon part. You want to kind of tie it closer to the nozzle part right here, the round part, because you want to have enough room to stretch it. So you just want to make sure, let me see, have enough room to wrap that around there. So let's move the rest of this stuff out the way. And here's my eyes, and I'm just going to put it in here and twist it around the back, and then come back to the front so you can see the eyes, and you can kind of twist your legs and stuff the way you want to. And there is your octopus table centerpiece, or you can put it on a base. I did a base, and I'm going to show you. Bring it over here, buddy. Now, if you would like for me to make this centerpiece right here with the balloon stand, just let me know and I will do a video. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.